day. So continue to keep up the good work, continue to fight. But I also encourage all of our other colleagues, white, Asian, LBGQT, just everyone to join in the support. When you look back on some of the protests or the demonstrations, the nonviolent demonstrations of Black Lives Matter, they had military, National Guard, so it's just a difference.
I want to take call. You got to go?
Joe, I'm good.
Hi, how are you? Talk to us.
Hi, that one girl said continue to fight.
Hold on a second. All right, hold on 1 second. All right. We have a scheduling problem right now. I have to go to the washroom. You and Richard Rupp are going to talk to each other, and I will be back. So don't say anything stupid, MX, all right?
I won't.
Oh, hello.
Good morning, Richard Rupp.
Good morning, MX.
Good morning. That one girl said continue to fight. I didn't know colleges incited violence.
Well, do you really mean that, Max? Because, this was a conversation that this word fight has been bandied about in the media, people using the word fight. And I think, frankly, a more fair reading of the word fight is continue the struggle, continue the process. But, I don't believe those folks are talking about, battering down buildings. I mean, they're talking about a political, social conversation, pressing issues, but I really don't think focusing on the word fight as an act of violence is really what they're talking about. It's a choice of words.
Okay, but there's a double standard, because when Trump said it, and he's been acquitted, the media was all over it. But you know what? Another thing I heard of BML, they were nonviolent all summer, and I was just wondering how Chicago got like that. Was that the white people that did that?
All right, Richard, I am coming back.
I think I got you, Richard.
No, hold on a second. All right,
I'm a little bit more measured.
I'm done. When you hum and haw and you gotta make something up.
I'm not. I don't get. Hold on a second, MX. Okay. Now, the one of the women there was talking about this, and she was talking about the storming of the Capitol and how that was met with a different level of resistance than was met with Black Lives Matter over the summer. And does she have a point?
The double standard is her point. That this is where we're at as a white guy with gray hair. Now you tell me, Richard Rupp, BML had nothing to do with Chicago. Yes or no?
Okay, hold on a second. What do you mean a white guy with gray hair?
I'm 64 years old, right?
What is the double?
I want to take Richard Rupp dirt bike riding first.
Maybe you'll get that at some point, but right now we have to have a discussion, and other than getting a little goofy on it, let's just get to a core here. You're a 64-year-old white guy with gray hair. Why does that matter in this discussion of race?
Because you guys brought it up.
No, but what is it? Is there
I said you brought it up. You explain it to me.
Well, what is it about you then?
Richard Rupp said he's getting gray hair, and I am one of them guys with gray hair, and I didn't understand it, but have Richard Rupp explain it.
No, I'm asking you, MX.
No,
do you feel as if, hold on, you're a 64-year-old white guy with gray hair. Do you think that your needs and wants and the things you have to say matter in America?
Oh, not at all.
Well, why is that?
Because when Black Lives Matter says it's a racial statement that all lives matter, that's not good. You look it up, the founder of Black Lives Matter also has that woman, Sue Rosenberg, on their board who bombed the Capitol.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, thank you for being so open. All right, so let's look at this, Richard. 451-1100. Hey, Dr. Richard Rupp and I hanging out a little bit longer. What's up?
Hey, I just thought it was interesting when your previous guest basically said, actually came out and said it to you and your guests now that you guys need to come out and support this and support that, and specifically Black Lives Matter. And there are aspects of Black Lives Matter, as your previous caller pointed out, that maybe a lot of people aren't all that comfortable with. Even black people may not exactly be comfortable with every aspect of that. So I think one of the issues is you're either down with the struggle 100% or you're a racist SOB.
I don't think so.
Well,
let me tell you why I don't agree. Because Black Lives Matter is a big umbrella group, like the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. And if you're a Democrat, my guess is you don't believe with everything that the party says. And if you're a Republican, you don't agree with everything the party says. So it's a matter of identity. And the problem is that when we get into this point, if you're a Democrat, you're evil. If you're a Republican, you're evil. I have really, Tim Sanders used to work at Purdue Northwest. He's a Republican of astounding legend here in the area. He had a real problem with Donald Trump, but he believes he's a good Republican, and he is. So I just think it has gradations.
I believe I'm a very strong conservative. I don't consider myself a Republican at all.
Mm-hmm.
To say that, for your guests to say, Jim, you and your other guests, you and you, Richard, you guys need to come out in support of this. Wait a minute. Don't tell me that I have to support everything that you believe in. Otherwise, what am I less in your corner because I'm not out there honking my horn, driving my car around Purdue Northwest for Black Lives Matter? That's ridiculous. That's like saying that's absolutely insane. It's either you fall in line or you're not part of the crew. And Jim, I do have to call you out on one thing, because if
it's my hair, I'm not taking it.
When MX called in and he said, I'm a white guy with gray hair. Well, what does that have to do with it? What does race have to do with it? Jim, if there's one person in the Calumet region that throws out that his wife is Hispanic more than you do, I don't know who that would be. So
okay.
I would have to ask that question.
Those are fair criticisms. But let me ask you a question, okay?
It's not a criticism, Jim. It's not a criticism at all. It is an observation.
Okay,
when it is in somebody's favor or your favor, you cannot get out the fact that your wife is Hispanic fast enough or often enough.
All right, you've made that point, and I appreciate it. All right, but here's the question that is bothering me, and I can't quite figure this out, because I do talk to people on the coasts from time to time, and it's like we're like this weird island all the way up and down the middle of the country. And I have this conversation with this one woman. I'm like, I don't think that you care or really understand what the average aging white guy is going through in the middle of America. What is the average aging white guy going through in the middle of America in your mind?
Dude, I'm just trying to get up and go to work every day and pay my ever-increasing bills and taxes. That's what my life is, Jim. My life is to freeze my nuts off in the wintertime, sweat like a dog in the summertime, work as much overtime as I can so that I can keep paying increasing property taxes, increasing taxes on this, increasing water bills. I'm no different than the average Hispanic guy or the average black guy. Enough with this segmenting everybody, and we're all this, and if you're this color or you're that color, you all have to support this, or you guys are chasing your tails in the sense, and I'll put it this way. You are looking for perfect race relations and the perfect equality. It's like chasing global warming. It's something that's out there, and you can say you're doing a lot about it, and you want to have a meeting, and you want to have a show of video, and all of this stuff. But in this Calumet region, how long ago was it Hammond's graduation high school rate was less than 40%? How can we shoot for all of these things that we know we can't grasp, but we can feel better saying we're doing something about it?
All right, Bob. Excellent question, Bob. I gotta move it. All right, hang on the line. I'll take one more phone call, but Richard Rupp's got to leave. Thank you, Richard, for hanging out. Interesting discussion.
Sure.